If you're a buyer, it's important to be clear on your expectations, the process, and all things related to buying real estate. Today, we're going to discuss 5 things that you should chat about with your agent if you're buying real estate. But before we get started, please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and all the other socials for more real estate content, and frankly, so I know I'm not talking to myself. So back to our list. So number 1, establish your wants and your needs. Now, a lot of people think that these might be the same thing, but frankly, in reality, they're vastly different. Yes, you may want an in-ground pool, 4-car garage, 3 en-suites, and a beautiful chef's kitchen, and perhaps one day you're going to be able to have all of those things. But do you need that right now? And are those wants preventing you from getting into the market? Is it just essential for you right now to get into the market and just get started in real estate? More likely than not. So be realistic about your needs, about your budget, and remember that this home is not likely going to be your forever home. Just get into the market. Number 2, align and be realistic about your motivation. Now, do you need to move immediately because the baby's due in 2 months and you want the paint dry in the nursery before little Junior arrives? Or does your new job start in a new town in a couple of months and you want to be completely settled before day 1 at your new job? Alternatively, if you're living at mom and dad's, not paying rent, but ready to put that well-earned down payment that you've saved up while you're eating all of mom's home-cooked meals, you've definitely got some room and some flexibility on closing. So it's important either way, wherever you lie on that, to discuss this with your agent so you're both on the same page. Number 3, and I've said this a million times and I'll say it a million more, get pre-approved. This is essential. Don't be the guy or girl who says, oh, we've got great credit and great income, so I'm sure we're fine. It's okay, we don't need to get pre-approved. Yes, you do. The reality is that even though the market has slowed and adjusted, you still need to have all of your ducks in a row when you find that perfect house. And that perfect house may very well go to another buyer if you're still messing around with gathering your T4s and your NOAs. So get that pre-approval done before you start shopping. Number 4, review the required paperwork. So as with anything, when you're buying a house and working with a realtor, there's paperwork involved. Now, when you're working with a realtor from a buyer's perspective, there is a buyer's representation agreement, or what's called a BRA. Now, this is a contract between the buyers and their agent for a specified time period in a specified geographical area. So if you purchase a home in that area within that time frame and you have signed a BRA, you must do so with the agent specified in the BRA. If you purchase a property, again, in that geographical area within that time, there are ramifications for any commission paid to the other agent. And if you know, like, and trust your agent, this isn't likely going to be an issue. But if you don't know, like, or trust your agent, perhaps this is a chat you want to have to discuss any concerns you may have. And number 5, pre-plan negotiations. So this is especially important if you've never purchased a house or if you haven't purchased in a long time. So if you've never purchased before, you don't know exactly how negotiations can go, and don't assume that you know the flow and how things will progress. Or don't assume that they're the same way as they were 25 years ago, because like with anything, things have changed. So discuss the entire process with your agent in advance so you know what to expect before the emotions come into play. Then when you find the perfect home that you've fallen in love with, you already know the steps to that courting dance. So following these 5 steps will make the entire buying process and the entire relationship far more seamless. Now, if you have any questions about the real estate market, are thinking about buying or selling, or all things real estate, just call Crystal. Once again, it's Crystal Powell, real estate broker with RE/MAX Jazz,